everybody, and welcome to the Crispy Toast Podcast. I am Tucker Price, and I am joined today by
Homer Goldhagen.
This is an advice podcast by students for students, where you ask us questions and we give very legitimate and trustworthy advice. Do you have any advice to start us off with today, Tomer?
Well, today's bit of advice is LaCroix sucks. Never drink LaCroix.
Thank you.
Our first segment today is the advice segment. Our first question is from Emma Harper, a junior, who asks,
I have 3 projects due, but all I do when I get home is play on my phone. How do I get focused?
That's a tough question. That's a great question.
Wow, how is it great?
Well, I struggle with this problem myself.
I got my phone right over there.
On my phone right over there, exactly.
I'm not even using it right now.
I feel like the way you go about this is physical separation between you and the object in question, which is the phone.
I lock it in my gun safe.
Look in your
and
gun
I
safe.
keep my guns with me while I do homework. so I
great.
just have it on hand just in case
Just in
a
case anything
burglar
happens.
walks in.
Yeah.
And then I just, to keep myself safe, I never ever use my phone. I always it's just guns for me all the time.
Just guns?
So I know she's trying to keep herself safe, having her phone on hand. I know she's just practicing calling 911 over. Like,
course,
that's what I do
that's
when
what
I do mine.
That's what you would do. Has this ever happened? I know this happens to everyone, but anyone ever ask you for the time and then you pull out your pistol and you go, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I had a gun in my pocket.
You usually just have to point at the sun, and the sun will eventually just tell you that, hey,
no,
it's 7:20. It's 7 o'clock. Stop that.
So, Emma, eventually what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to just go and buy a lot of guns. And then you're sure that you feel really safe whenever you're doing your homework, because I know homework is very scary.
I mean, even though your phone gives you safety, it's not enough. It's not enough. Just buy guns.
It's never enough.
But to get focused, I do have a specific idea, is that you need to distract your other hand by doing other stuff.
Right.
Because that your phone, when you write stuff down, you'll be like, your phone will be in your pocket. So you take your phone out and you start playing on your phone. So what I suggest is just get a bunch of grapes. Just get a bunch of grapes and put them next to your dang computer and keep eating those grapes until you're just done with your homework, until your A-push notes are just done. Do you agree with that?
Of course I agree with that. But then there's the problem of what happens when you run out of grapes.
You eat Cheetos. I think we're done with this question. Do you want...
Next one.
This one comes from sophomore Lauren Humflett, who asks,
If I fail high school, how can I get into college?
this is particularly interesting because I am currently failing high school. And when I look at colleges, they're just really snobby, and I feel like they just won't open their loving arms and bring me into their big college hug.
Right. I can definitely empathize with that. Colleges are lovely. Lovely people.
Yes, but how do I get into them?
What you have to do, right? It's very important. First impressions are very important. So when you meet a college, it's very important to maintain eye contact and a firm handshake, okay? And nobody really knows this, but the secret to getting into college is that grades don't matter at all. All you have to do is be likable and charming and maybe a little witty, throw in a little banter here and there.
A big thing that they like to hear is that you'll buy them dinner on the first college visit. And that's a huge thing for most people. And when you talk to the admissions person, say, hey, I got $20. Do you want to go to Taco Bell? And they'll go to Taco Bell with you. I mean it.
Yeah.
And that's a part of the college. You have to go to dinner with the entire college, which is a very, very big thing that you have to do. And it's a societal norm that you must buy all of them dinner.
Yeah, colleges are very big on commitment. Colleges love commitment.
Oh, yeah. If you're not okay with being married, just don't. Just don't even talk to the college at that point.
Don't even try, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
One time I dated a college, and visited a college, and they just rejected me when they said, hey, how about that ring you're going to get me in a couple months, huh?
Oh.
And I was just so distraught by the idea.
Yeah, and sometimes when you meet them, they want to talk about graduation gowns, and they want to talk about honors classes, and it's so much from right away. And you have to realize what you're doing when you're talking with a college or going to a college.
Yeah, one day you start off with Chem 101, then you end with meeting their parents, and it moves too fast.
Yeah, sometimes you just go, you want to visit Duke University, and then the very same day you're talking with Lord Duke from the year 1705, and that's just something that a lot of people aren't ready for. So basically what I'm trying to say, Lauren, is that colleges don't care about grades, but they do care about other things, namely commitment, dinner. Dinner is very important.
And grades.
Yeah, grades. No.
This next question comes from an anonymous person who I'm going to call Slimby, who asks, how do I not cry in pre-calc?
Ooh. Well, Slimby, I got just the thing for you. What you're going to do, you're going to go to Walmart or Target, and you're just going to buy a lot of paper towels.
Ooh.
And a lot of toilet paper.
Ooh.
And you're gonna wrap yourself up in that toilet paper, and then you're gonna go to school dressed as a mummy. Because when you're dressed as a mummy, no one can see you cry. So it doesn't matter that you're crying.
Yeah, also, people be so scared that they won't even hear the sobs coming out of it. They'll be screaming themselves and probably even sobbing more. And you know what? If they even notice that you're crying during pre-calc, they'll be like, oh, it's okay, I was crying too. He's just a little scared of himself. And that's okay.
Yeah, they probably just thought you walked by a mirror and you were so devastated by how scary you looked that...
Even though the toilet paper is covering your eyes. You can't really see yourself in the mirror, so it's kind of an interesting predicament that you've got yourself in.
Yeah. Also, this has the alternative bonus of you not being able to see pre-calc. You actually won't be able to see anything because the toilet paper is over your eyes. But you won't be able to see pre-calc, so it's just not going to scare you enough into crying.
Yeah, you could be in somebody else's class. You could be in English.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make me want to cry.
Yeah. Also, third bonus, you literally can't do anything, so you can't make it to school, so you're just completely fine. Like, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, fourth bonus, you might get hit by a bus on the way to school, and then you won't have to go to school. And ever go to pre. You won't have to go to pre-calc that day.
Okay, why is this idea so good? I'm gonna dress up like a mummy.
Yo, I'm already dressed up as one. How'd you not notice? Alternative idea. From the first day of school, once you know that you have pre-calc, you pretend that you have a condition, not a mental condition, a physical condition called water fountain eyes, and your eyes just always leak water all the time, and you never get dry. Your eyes never get dry. So if somebody sees you crying, they'll be like, oh, you know what? That's normal. Whatever. You're not emotionally distraught. You can cry anytime you want, and that's okay. Crying is okay. I'm not saying it's bad to cry. It's okay. I'm doing it right now. Okay, what else?
That's a wonderful idea. If we want to talk about how to avoid crying, you could always just take something and just like shove it up into your eyes, into your tear glands.
Yeah, use those paper towels you bought.
Exactly. That's also okay. Paper towels are such an economic purchase.
You mean practical?
Practical.
Rather than economic, more practical.
Practical. So you can just roll them up into like little bits and then just shove them up in there. No tears will come out. So technically, you're not crying.
Also, another alternative is that you could just hide. Just hide for the rest of the day. That's what I do. Hide. But also, you can instead of hiding, if somebody actually sees you cry, you got some lemons in your pocket, right? Or you got them grapes from before. Oh. Squirt that into somebody else's eyes and then say, hey, I'm not crying. You're the one crying.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Yes.
And then you not only have the moral high ground because you're not crying anymore, you have the physical high ground because they're blinded in both of their eyes because you squirted lemons into their eyes.
He is now very distracted by the predicament that he's in.
Right. Now he can no longer teach pre-calc. Exactly.
Just to make sure, we're not threatening any teachers with this. Should probably cut that out. It's time for podcast intermission. You hear about the Oscars last week?
I have heard about them, yes. They're generally a thing that happens about once a year.
I don't know anything about a lot of these movies, though.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we'll just talk about them. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so I have a recap written down here.
Real subtle.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't catch that back home, Tucker has some pages in his hand.
Bohemian Rhapsody won sound mixing.
Right.
Free Solo won Best Documentary Feature, which has nothing to do with Solo, the good movie.
Unfortunately, but okay, keep going.
Vice won Makeup. Who made that? Who was Vice? Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney
Maybe.
was Vice.
I think he was, yeah. Right?
Black Panther, costume design, good choice. Roma won cinematography.
Right?
A Netflix film, kind of interesting. Black Panther won production design.
Right.
Shallow from A Star Is Born won Best Original Picture.
Lady
Lady Gaga, which I am personally mad about that one.
We'll dive into that a little bit.
Black Panther won Best Original Score.
Which is good.
Period. End of sentence.
Exactly.
Won Best Documentary Short Film. Skin won Best Live Action Short.
Alright, let's talk about it.
Okay.
So, Bohemian Rhapsody won sound mixing.
Yeah.
Which, fine. I didn't see Bohemian.
Me neither.
Rami Malek. Great, of course.
It was Malik.
Malik?
I thought it was Malik.
Probably Malik.
Not Malik.
Not that ethnic.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
He's in the Hacker Man movie.
Right?
Or show.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Alright, so we don't know anything about Free Solo.
Nope.
We do know a lot about... We can talk about Black Panther. We both saw Black Panther.
Woo!
Woo! Okay, so...
Movie's okay.
Black Panther won costume design, which I completely respect.
I respect
Costumes
that.
are amazing.
I respect that. Very
in
good.
movie. Very good stuff. A lot of people don't give enough credit. Costume designers. I feel like it's a thing like everyone's like, oh, nobody gives costume designers enough credit, but then because they say that, they get enough credit.
Yes. I mean, you just
So like you
gave them-
notice costume design.
I notice it when
Right.
it comes out.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to throw back to Solo again, but the costume design for a lot of things in the movie are really cool. The costume design in Black Panther is really nice because of the sleek black costumes
Yes.
they got going, and also like the bumps on him. I don't remember any of the costumes. I don't know
Well,
if that's okay.
All I remember is there's a big deal of like merging between the old style of costuming in like the comics, for example,
Yeah.
and then this like new sleek like Batman stuff. Sleek Batman stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I like that from Black Panther. It's good.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how every Ryan Gosling movie has really good costumes? Think about a Ryan Gosling movie in your head.
Blade Runner.
Okay, what about like an artsy Ryan Gosling movie?
Blade Runner.
What?
Blade Runner 2049.
It's not arts. It's an action movie. That's
I don't
an
know
amazing
any.
movie.
I don't know any Ryan Gosling movies. Blue Book.
Blue Book.
What's that called? What's that
The
movie?
Green Book. The one that won Best Picture.
No. I also haven't seen that one. We'll get to that later.
Blue Book sounds like Green Book, but it's just about Miles
it
Davis.
It was that real sappy romantic comedy
That's exactly what I'm talking
that
about.
everybody loves.
Yeah, with Ryan Gosling in it.
Are you sure we're not talking about La La Land? Are you sure we're not talking about?
We can talk about La La Land. La La Land had great costuming.
I've never seen it, but was it good?
Yeah.
Okay. It didn't win last year.
No.
A couple years
'cause
ago.
Moonlight won.
And this old lady misread it. Freaking elderlies.
I don't think it was her though.
I think it was.
Wasn't it?
She looked at it and she went, La La Land.
Wasn't it Steve Harvey? It was Steve Harvey.
No
way.
You're mistaking it from the Miss America competition.
Oh yeah.
That Steve Harvey talked about. All right, can we read the rest of them?
Yeah, let's go over
Do
those.
you want to announce?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, well we don't know any of these.
I know.
Oh, is period end of sentence about periods?
Yeah. And she, it was really, really cool because she cried about it when she came on stage. She was
Yeah.
like, I can't believe she actually said.
Oh, I saw that.
It was really funny. That she was. I mean, it wasn't funny that she was crying, but it was really funny that just what she said was funny.
I remember she was like, I can't believe a woman about... Yeah, a movie
Can't believe
about...
a movie about periods won. And I
I'm
was like, you go, girl, dude.
Girl, yeah, that's great. Anyway, so now, big boys. Bao
Love that
won.
one. I cried.
So good. Best animated short, made me cry. I saw it twice and it made me cry both times.
You saw Bo?
Saw Bao
Twice? On the big screen?
Yeah, it was once before... No, I saw it once before a movie as like a trailer and then once like on YouTube.
It came out a trailer?
It was before, or like before a movie. Like
Was
they
it
have like an
Incredibles-
animated short.
Incredibles Dose?
Yes,
Okay.
it was Incredibles Dose. Also a great movie.
Eh.
Best editing, Bohemian.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I
I
guess.
saw some editing examples from that. It was kind of nice.
Okay, visual effects for First Man.
Very good.
I can understand that. Sound editing by Bohemian. Also, I mean, they just have like really good. They probably just won that because like Queen is really good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to be
Yeah, exactly.
Biased about Queen.
Yeah.
Because the sound design or editing for the song Bohemian Rhapsody, maybe they were just confused and they thought about the song Bohemian Rhapsody and they were like,
Yeah,
and they said,
yeah.
They said, "Wow, that's a really good song.
It's a really good song.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Good. Wow.
Good movie editing. All right, here's a big one. Best animated feature.
Spider-Man into
oh my
the
god.
Spider-Boy.
This movie was incredible. So
Very
amazing.
good. Very nice.
The colors, the plot, the characters.
So pretty.
Amazing stuff.
This is going on the yellow. I probably shouldn't do it. The for audio it goes
Yellow. Yeah,
whenever
don't do
I
that
clap,
then.
it goes to yellow. Okay.
Just great stuff. Yeah.
Good film.
All right. Best foreign language film was won by Roma. Is that the same one that won cinematography? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I still need to watch that.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, me neither. Best adapted screenplay was won by Black Klansman.
Very good job.
Oh my
good
god,
job.
Spike Lee, amazing stuff.
Good job.
I saw Black Klansman 3 times actually. I saw it in theaters twice and then at home once, and it was just as good every single time.
I saw it once and I liked it.
Great, thank you for your insightful commentary, Tucker. As I was saying, I saw it 3 times, and it was just as amazing all 3 times. It's so funny. Like the last scene, where he's on the phone with the Grand Wizard, and then he reveals that he just was like messing with him the whole time.
It's pranked.
Gotcha. And then everyone behind him is like, oh, like flipping out, like popping off.
That wasn't the ending scene though.
Oh yeah, but then it got real.
Spoilers.
Yeah,
Don't
spoilers.
do that.
Spoilers. My bad. Oh yeah. Anyone watching at home? Spoilers. For movies.
I forgot we're talking.
We should have put that at the beginning of the segment. Yeah, don't worry about it. Best original screenplay won by Green Book. I did not see, but it seems from the trailer like the kind of movie that would win an Oscar. Is that a fair statement?
It's fair.
Yeah.
It also seems from the title it's about a book that's green.
Which it is. It is about a book, I guess, that is green.
I don't know which green book. I'm thinking maybe...
It was about, it's a travel guide for African Americans traveling in the South.
It's not about recycling.
God damn it.
Stop!
It's fine. Oh my god.
All right, he said dang it.
All right. Supporting actress won by Regina King in If Beale Street Could Talk.
Very good.
Is that good?
Very good.
All right. Best supporting actor by Mr. Ali in Green Book.
Just couldn't pronounce his first name.
I'm sorry. I don't want to mess up your names. I hate it when people mess up my name. So I'm not going to try.
I think it's Mahershala.
Mahershala Ali in Green Book. I should know how to say that, but...
Mahershala?
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop, please. Don't.
Mahler Shahi.
No, you're just making fun of this guy now.
It's not. I love him. He's good.
All right. Mr. Ali in Green Book. Best Actress.
Yes.
By Olivia Colman in The Favorite, which
Very nice.
I saw. The Favorite was a great movie. The score was really good. I think I've told you about this before.
It's like 20-3, right?
Shut up. For all you listening at home, I'm talking about the music score.
Mm-hmm.
Like this dangus, I think it's about some kind of game.
Basketball. Why didn't Space Jam win an Oscar? Rami Malek won Best Actor. The Pharaoh from
Night at the Museum.
Night at the Museum.
Yes, he was great in that.
This is
Best Director by Alfonso Cuarón for Roma.
Cuarón.
Stop.
I'm not. That's actually how you pronounce his name. Cuarón.
All right, for
Alfonso
Roma.
Cuarón.
And Green Book won Best Film. What else was in there for Best Film? Probably The Favorite. Probably First Man.
Roma. First Man was not in there.
First Man was not in there.
Black Panther was in there, which is the first time a superhero film has been announced.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I think we've taken a long enough break.
Have we taken a long enough break?
Yeah, I think it's a long enough break.
I do have a short little thing that I want to share.
An anecdote?
An anecdote, if you will.
Uh-huh.
So, because this is a bit for students, by students.
Mm.
All you kids at home, you guys know when you have a bad teacher.
Yeah.
That it can just make your life miserable.
Yeah.
Right? I know everyone's thinking of someone, that special someone in their lives.
I love that special someone.
No names, except for this one name, which I will share.
Keep your lemons ready.
Keep your lemons ready, y'all. So, I'm in band. I play an instrument, and my band director left for a couple of days. And he called in the sub, and he told us, "You guys are gonna love this guy." He
did not say that. He said, "We're about to have this sub," and he said,
No, he said he's a good. He says he's good.
He
He
says
worked at
he has
some
been
college.
a conductor for a while and he's retired. That's all he said.
That's true. Which should be an indicator of how good someone is if they've been doing it for a while.
If they're retired, I don't know if that's an indicator of how good they are.
Maybe they just waited a while.
True.
Anyway. So also, if the director of the New York Philharmonic, the Los Angeles Brass,
He was?
anything listening to this podcast, please don't hold this against me in 10 years if I happen to audition for your group.
They'll think it's funny.
They'll think it's funny. I don't think they're going to think it's funny.
If they knew who it is, they'll think it's funny, but I don't know. We're not going to say the name.
All right.
We don't want to say his name, so we'll call him...
Sully.
Sully.
We're going to call him Sully.
Sully.
The
Blue guy from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
Big bundle of hugs that Tomer did a very bad thing
So
to.
this huge monster walks into our classroom. Purple spots. Anyway, so he walks in. Immediately, bad vibes.
Bad.
Everyone knows this.
Didn't want me to pee.
Didn't want anyone to go to the bathroom.
Didn't want anyone to pee, dude.
He had a really big thing against that. Also, everyone knows, all you kids at home know how it feels when an adult does not respect you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's a fair statement.
Usually when they slap you, that's how you know.
Disclaimer, Sully never slapped anyone.
Sully's a very, very nice man. But you'll talk about that. Keep going.
We'll talk about it. So immediately I felt as though I was a child. I felt as if...
But Tomer, you are a child.
Wow, Tucker.
You're not a child.
I'm not a
You're
child.
you're a very big boy.
Thank you. So, Sully made me feel like I was a child. For 3 days, this goes on, and he belittles people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He makes people leave the class
He called them.
crying. So, Sully is a big presence in our classroom.
Very big.
And we've been talking about it for these past couple of days. And on the third day, our boy Sully walks into class, start rehearsal. By the way, everyone in our class at this point does not like him.
Except for like a select
Few, but let's not talk about that. 15 minutes before class ends, this kid raises his hand, says, "Sully, can I go to the bathroom?" And of course,
You know how Sully
you
feels about
already
peeing.
know.
You already know.
Peeing is a big no-no for Sully. And Sully said no. He said, in my 30 years
Said the exact same spiel to me
of
when I peed,
teaching, I have never gone to the bathroom during a rehearsal.
which is bull because he totally.
To be
has-
fair, that is completely bull.
is that fair? Is that fair?
To be fair, there's no way that that's true.
To be slanderous.
To be
Perfectly slanderous.
perfectly slanderous of him. Exactly. To be completely disrespectful of him. That is not true. Anyway, so this kid cannot go to the bathroom now.
Mhm.
So your boy Sully, he raises his hands to start conducting, and then a hand pops up in
This
the middle
hand.
of the classroom.
That's right. It's your boy.
That's right, it's your boy. My hand rises up in the middle of the classroom. Sully lowers his baton defeatedly and calls on your boy. And I utter, "Hey, can I go to the bathroom?" Immediately after, he has already told someone that they know and they, in fact, cannot go to the bathroom.
They're not able.
Sully goes, what? Didn't I just talk about that? Meanwhile, pandemonium.
Now I have.
Trumpets falling over. Kids dying of laughter.
I have to ask you. Did you
Yeah.
actually have to pee at that point?
No, I was messing with him completely. It was all intentional. And so he doesn't realize that the gates have broken. The dam,
The floodgates.
the
of
floodgates
laughing tears.
have opened. So he raises his baton again to conduct, and he gives a downbeat, and nothing happens. It was magical. Nothing happened because everyone was laughing. And at that point, we had broken Sully. Sully was broken. We had been passive aggressive for the whole 3 days, and then in an act of direct defiance, we had shattered him. In his 30 years, I repeat, 30 years of teaching band, this has never happened before.
Yeah, dude, jet.
He didn't know what to do, so he left. It was his only defense mechanism left.
Only defense. He jetted.
He picked up his score, and he walked out the door.
Wonderful.
And-
Do you regret this at all?
I'm so proud of myself. I feel on that day I was a hero
To everyone, including me.
to everyone, including myself.
You felt that.
I felt a glowing energy
Mhm.
around me as I walked around. I knew that if anyone were to shove me down, push me into a locker, give me a swirly, anything, I could hold my head up high and fight back.
And let that water from that swirly drip off your head.
Drip off like a duck.
Like a duck would drip off your head.
Like, no. It's like water would drip off a duck.
It's time to end this intermission. It has been a very long intermission. Which
Basically,
is okay.
I'm a hero.
Basically, he's a hero. And the Oscars happened. And I disagree with some of them, but I love it.
Yes.
Love film. All right.
Alright, here's another question. This comes from an anonymous user who asks, if I murder someone and get caught, how do I get out of it?
This is an especially interesting one because now we have a murder mystery on our hands and we gotta find out who in this school would murder somebody. And it's not a student. It's gonna be a teacher.
Why do you say that?
Because students, teachers look for students. And they look for students with weapons. And you know why?
Why?
Because they can't defend themselves.
Ooh,
if they don't have a weapon.
Good point.
Yeah, good point. Don't bring weapons to school, actually.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that, because you'll Yeah,
it's illegal.
It's very illegal.
Don't do that,
Don't
please.
do that.
Yeah. Okay, well, you are taking the stance of, we gotta find out who this murderer is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the stance of...
How are we gonna find out who this murderer is?
No. I'm taking the stance of, how does this person get away with it? So...
This will help you with my investigation.
I'm gonna put myself in the mind of our murderer friend here.
Yes.
First thing you gotta do, gotta hide the body. Now, everyone knows, if you can't see them, they can't see you. So, all you gotta do, put a blindfold on that baby, that's it.
Just close their eyes.
Close their eyes.
They can't open their eyes back up.
Now,
that's why they close
their eyes. Because the light can't travel from their eyes to the other person.
They don't exist.
They're not there.
Wait a second. Hold on. Does that mean when you close the eyes of that person, everybody just disappears?
Yes, actually. This is a proved scientific phenomenon. It's called
the Bechdel.
The Bechdel effect.
No, it's not Bechdel. Bechdel is the one where if a movie is good.
This is the Bechdel effect.
Special effect.
Special effect?
Yes.
This is the special effect.
George Special.
Pioneered by George Special in the 1950s.
Yes.
What he did is he conducted an experiment and he said, okay, I'm going to close my eyes. If I can see them, then they do exist. So he closed his eyes. When did you say he did this? The 1950s.
When did Schrodinger do his thing? 1800s?
No.
He was Schrodinger before Schrodinger was Schrodinger, or maybe a little bit after Schrodinger. He was a better Schrodinger.
He was a better Schrodinger. Honestly, if you want to put it that way, he was like a better Einstein. He was a better Isaac Newton.
Yeah.
So this revolutionary theory is now being applied to our murderer here. So all you have to do is close their eyes. It's a fact.
They're closed.
Eyes are closed now.
Oh my god. You don't exist.
Exactly. I am back. So now that their eyes are closed, you're free. Now that you've disposed of the body, all you have to do is plan your escape. There's several methods you could do this. The best one, most consistent by far, is walking.
Yeah.
So you're just going to want to walk out of there, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Don't look like you've killed someone. A lot of people a lot of murderers, they just like to walk out and go,
oh god.
Don't be a wuss, dude. Just walk, dog. Just walk out of there. I have a personal story about this.
Oh, I don't like... First of all, I don't like where this is going, but second...
I did not murder a man.
It's kind of sus, though.
It's kind of sus. I did not kill a man.
All right, go ahead.
When I was a small child, I went to a church. And that church, people at that church had a Super Bowl party. And I went to that Super Bowl party with my friend, let's call him Tim. My friend Tim. We were just bored. We were talking about Aragon because Aragon was the cool book back then. Aragon, the book about dragons.
I remember Aragon.
You remember Aragon.
I remember Aragon.
The book about dragons.
Great book, by the way.
It's okay. It's pretty boring. I was arguing about how boring it is. He was arguing about how cool dragons were. And we got bored of that conversation. And we noticed a door in the porch of the place that we were hanging out. And we saw that porch door. And we thought of cartoons. We thought of the old rug trick. The old trick about the rug. So we took out that door.
What are you talking about?
When you put a rug over something and people walk on it. And
they fall through.
So we took out that trap door. We put a rug on it.
Oh, so the door
Like
was
dumb
in the
kids.
floor of
The door was a trap door.
in the floor of the porch.
It was a maintenance access door for the floor on the floor of the porch.
I don't like where this is going.
We put a rug, the welcome rug that used to be on the front of the porch, in that little door. Us being small children would have fallen into it. An adult would not have.
Right.
So we forgot about that. We forgot about it. We had to leave. We
no.
forgot about it. We didn't just put the door back. We were like, no, this would be cool. Let's be cartoons for a sec. And everything just went off scot-free for like a day. And then our parents both got angry at us simultaneously.
Right.
And said, you sprained that guy's ankle. and we broke the snack plate that they had that was $20.
Not the snack plate.
So I feel really bad about this. Tim, if you're listening, I said it was all Tim's idea.
You did
And
not.
I did not have to pay for that plate,
Oh my god.
which was $40. So we'd have to work to pay for that $20 each. I didn't say it was all his idea. I said, oh, I thought we got rid of it. Oh, Tim didn't get rid of it. So, all you gotta do is just pin that stuff on somebody else.
Blame the
dog.
murder. I love that
And
this
just-
anecdote is now tying back into
Yeah,
our
no, that's what I
question.
did. The first thing I
Excellent
did.
stuff.
Tie it back in. Yeah, just pin that on somebody else. Don't and feel bad about it forever.
I feel like you're just kind of like brushing this whole story under the rug.
See what you did there?
But you're
Brush that stuff in the trap door, break its leg. Next.
but let's just go back to it really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You like set a like a trap for another human.
Mm-hmm. Because I had no idea that bones could break.
What?
That's
okay.
I did have the idea.
I'm
bones could
sure that if you
We-
got a good lawyer, like a team of lawyers together, you could pin that as war crimes. Cruel and inhumane treatment, traps for humans.
break. Technically,
Yeah.
it's not a war crime because first of all, we weren't in a war. We were just talking about Aragon when we were kids. Also, we can't go to jail. We're children. Oh my God!
No. Don't say what I want. Don't. Go ahead.
You as somebody in high school.
Yeah.
You are, unless you are 18 as a senior, you can't go to jail.
So actually, you can, but keep on going.
You can go to jail. Tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me the rules.
There's a law.
Okay. Tell
You
me.
can be
the
tried
law.
as an adult.
They can try to do that.
They can try to try you as an adult.
They can try to try me as an adult, but I will say no. I'm a little boy in court, and they'll be like, "You're right. He's a little boy."
He's a little boy. Look at those baby cheeks of his. So,
Judge comes up to me, and goes, "To my cheeks."
we're bringing in an expert, and there's like a professional baby cheek tester, and then he goes up and he goes,
He's got a little rough on that cheek,
"Little rough
but
on that cheek,
the
but
way that cheek feels, dude,
Cheek.
that's a baby cheek.
according to my scientific analysis, that's a baby right there."
My scientific baby cheek analysis.
Anyway, back to this murder thing. What we've established is, first of all, it's very easy to hide the body and escape.
Yes.
And furthermore, you can just pin it on somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this person has a pretty good way of covering this up.
Mm.
So how do we find out who the murderer is?
What do you think the weapon was?
So
If you're in a school
if
environment,
you're in a school environment, some scissors.
we have safety scissors in this school,
You're
bud.
right. Maybe it was a textbook.
Yes, it was bludgeoning. That's it. That's
Bludgeoning?
it's bludgeoning damage from a textbook.
Bludgeoning damage from a textbook. Okay.
What class
Has textbook?
has textbooks in it? Well, our school system is very underfunded.
Yes.
I know of 2 classes off the bat that have textbooks in them.
What are those classes?
AP Push,
AP US History, right?
AP Human Geography.
AP Human Geography.
All right, I have a very big one, and I think we should say these things at the same time.
Right. Okay. I see that.
Yeah.
Ready?
3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
The history
Pre-calculus
department. Okay, so I'm gonna do mine first. How about that?
Okay.
So when you said those first 2 classes, my Sherlock Holmes detective brain, my monkey brain made that connection.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, banana.
banana, and I said, well, would you look at that? U.S. history and human geography. Those are both from the history department. So what I'm saying is there's a huge supply of textbooks that are available
Yes.
from those 2 classes.
But they don't let us take those.
The teachers.
They don't let us
They
take those
don't
home.
let us
The
take
only
those
reason I had the
home.
pre-calculus department because I was like, they must have so many dang textbooks. They don't.
They don't.
All the students take those home. And it's not just the pre-calc, it's all the math.
Basically, what I'm saying here is that every other class lets the students take textbooks home, right? Except for the history department. Because
that's it.
They need it for murder weapons.
And they want to... Okay, what is happening? It's that they are killing people that they don't know anything about history, and they know that the people are doing bad in their class. Like,
exactly.
History is doomed to repeat itself, and they don't want history to repeat itself. They hate history, dog.
Okay. So there's two options here, right?
Yeah.
One is that the history teachers are so well versed in history that they know how to shut things down. Like, they know the right things to do to change, like, positions of power and things like that.
They know how to do an executive order on your brain activity.
Or second option is that they're the superheroes, like they're the good guys, and they're working up from the inside to make things better.
But what do they count as a bad grade in that class? Because like I don't know who they're planning on. But I had a B and A push, and I'm afraid that maybe since I didn't think about Andrew Jackson, they might think I'm like I might just push people out of their civilizations. Like, am I okay?
Yes.
I'm okay?
Yeah, you're okay.
Okay, cool.
So, are they just lashing out
No.
at those that are ignorant of history?
Are you seeing this? This is premeditated, bro. They're not lashing out.
That's true. It's very meticulous, planned out.
Methodical.
Systematic.
Although they are dumb enough to ask an advice podcast made by students that will tell the rest of the students to be wary about these killers coming from the history department.
Maybe they're all in our heads already. Maybe this is their plan. They're all already...
they did this to...
It's a conspiracy, Tucker.
What if it... Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Who's the least likely in this school?
Who'd be...
Which department?
Which department?
Specifically, and not a teacher's name, would be least likely.
So, specifically in the history department is what you're saying?
No. In school, because we've pinned down the history department because
So they're the suppliers of the weapons.
We've made logical reasoning
for
the history department. But I think somebody made it because they know that we're going to pin on the history department.
Somebody has to be the mastermind.
Who's the mastermind behind the murders?
So let's turn around and look at our corkboard full of pictures and
hold on, let me just turn it.
Pins. Yeah, we're turning around. And now we have the pins. And then there's
a big corkboard over here. How did I not notice this big corkboard?
Well, good thing we have this big corkboard handy.
Dang.
So we're gonna put up on this wall history department. They're the suppliers.
Okay. All right, we just put up. Okay, so sorry, I just went closer to look at the corkboard.
The corkboard, right? So there's the history department is up there. Now we're gonna tie them to the textbooks.
That's what we could link the history department to.
Right.
I'm saying we don't need to link the history department. This corkboard is all just gone. We need to take this corkboard down. We can't link the history department to it if we think somebody's setting up the history department.
Well, that's what the... Okay, so let me paint you a mental picture, first of all. Mm-hmm. The murders are in the center.
Center of what?
The corkboard.
Corkboard?
Yeah.
I took that down. I told you.
Oh my god. Put it back up.
Oh.
So the moiters are in the center. Mm-hmm. Then you tie a string from there to the textbooks. Those are the murder weapons.
Okay, so murder.
Right. Then from the textbooks to the history department.
Okay. I gotta put the history department back up. It fell off.
Let me get better tags.
Right, I'll put it there.
Put it there. So now, who else is going to be attached to this murder?
Who hates the history department?
The future department.
The what?
The future department.
Who is the future department?
Is that science?
Science. They have a lot of textbooks.
They do have a lot of textbooks.
Oh my god, the science department has heavy textbooks, dude.
Heavy textbooks.
We pinned it. That's it.
Pin
the murder.
So who? So
be wary.
Are you telling me that I'm confused? This corkboard is too convoluted. I need you to lay it out for me.
We need to take it down and forget the entire thing.
So I need you to paint me a picture of what's going on. So the murders are being caused by textbooks. Mm-hmm. Which are originating from the history department.
Yes.
So the history department is the suppliers.
No, they hate the history department. They don't want anything to do with the history department. They think the logical course of reasoning is that bludgeoning will be the one.
Because they're using their logical science brains.
Their logical science brains. They're using their logical science brains.
They're not even on monkey brains anymore. They're human brains.
But they have forgotten.
Yeah. What are
they want to make the students forget. They also have very big textbooks.
Yeah.
And the science department, chemistry.
Chemistry.
They got poison vials.
Oh, they do.
They got poison, hypochloric, hydrochloric acid.
Hypopoison acid.
They know what the. Hey guys, they know what the polyatomic ion for cyanide is.
They do.
They can do anything.
They have so much power.
Yeah.
And then the physics of hitting someone in the head with a textbook, angular momentum.
Yeah. Yo, and then my chemistry teacher talked about the high five method for you have the starting action, you have potential energy.
For all of you at home that don't know how to high five someone,
You have potential energy. And then you
high five.
have active energy, right? Activation energy. This is the activation energy. And that sound that came from that dang high five, that's exactly what they know how that works. And it's the exact same thing for bludgeoning somebody in the head. And that's what I'm saying. I think the chemistry department is behind all this. But I also think physics is behind all this. I don't think environmental science is behind all this. They're very nature loving, and I think they love all human beings.
Yeah, they're chill.
Okay, do you want to move to the next? Next question.
So, anyway, let's just wrap this up really quickly. So,
let's wrap it up.
For this person, anonymous user, we're on to you. You're not gonna get away with this. We're calling
Police.
Calling the police? No, we're calling the student board.
All right,
now.
we gotta use our guns.
Yeah, the guns.
Yeah, we gotta use the guns. Not to shoot people, but to call the police.
Call police.
We just shoot it in the air and the police come.
Yeah. So thank you. We're on to you. Let's do a Yahoo.
We have a Yahoo question.
Yes.
This is copying a very specific show, but I saw a Yahoo Answers question that I thought was very funny. This is from D Girl, who asks, "Do you have the power to summon UFOs?" Okay. I want to talk about the first glaring issue I have with this question.
Yeah.
Is that it's under politics and government. and the first couple of answers are kind of insane. No.
Okay, first of all,
this is
Terry V says nope.
this one guy named Edward. No, but I seen one over 50 years ago, but my uncle and I never spoke of it, fearing people would think we were nuts. Gerard Depardieu says, only the ones from Uranus.
Mr. Depardieu is very funny. He makes really funny jokes on the internet.
I don't think so, says man with furry profile picture.
Yeah, there's a lot of very interesting answers to this. So let's break this down.
Let's talk about that. Have you ever seen a UFO, Tomer?
Yes.
Oh, elaborate.
50 years ago, I was...
My uncle and I.
No. It was...
Summer of 69.
Great song.
That was actually 50 years ago.
No way.
Yes, it was.
Oh my God.
It was summer of 69. Okay, 50 years ago.
50 years ago. I was just in my backyard planting...
A murder.
Corn.
Planting corn or planting corn?
Planting corn.
Okay. I thought you were planting the idea of corn.
And my dog started yapping, and then this square object started falling from the sky. The UFOs aren't actually circular; they're square.
What?
Yeah. No, they're square. They have edges.
I've seen one.
I've seen one.
I'll tell you about that if you finish your account.
Right. So the UFO came down, and it landed in my backyard, and then literally these just like regular humans came out of it. And they're like, "Hey, let's go." And then they just came out and we just kind of had dinner together. It was really nice.
Yeah. They say, we about to go.
About to go.
And they leave? Did they leave or are they still
left.
here?
No, they left.
Okay. What day was this?
They?
50 years ago? Or did they?
Or did they?
Ooh.
So, yeah, that was 50 years ago.
50 years ago. Summer 69.
Summer 69.
Nice. I saw one. I seen one.
You done seen one?
I seen one yesterday.
Oh, very recent.
The sun went out. I asked other people about this. They didn't say anything. They said, you're wrong. I say, no, I seen it. I seen that sun. I didn't see that sun. And it's gone. And then when I woke up, aliens just there. Anyway, that's my story.
Can we focus on the alien bit? What did they look like?
Blue.
Can we...
Ladies and gentlemen, for the record, these aliens were blue.
Now we don't have time to unpack all of that. So... let's talk about, do you have the power to summon the UFOs?
Oh, that's what the original question was.
That was what the original question was.
No.
No? Maybe we do and we just don't know.
Maybe planting corn was the inciting incident.
Yeah.
That summoned that dang UFO from the dang sky. Came all the way back down. I don't know, man. I'm starting to think I might have the ability to summon UFOs. Do you think that?
Probably. Because if you think about it,
you have the ability. Do you think you have the ability?
I know I do.
Do it now.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some corn.
No. Oh, it's too late.
You got corn?
Got the corn.
Right, put it on the ground.
Putting it on the ground. Whoa! Oh my god! Whoa, is that a UFO that just
Dude,
landed?
it's outside. Holy crap. I gotta open up these blinds.
There it is.
Oh my god.
I can really do that.
Oh, it's leaving.
Oh, there it goes.
Bye, UFO.
Bye.
You do this all the time?
Whenever I feel like it, yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
That was you?
Yeah.
Are you sure that wasn't the kid next to you playing basketball?
The way I figured this out is that the UFOs, if I couldn't do it, where else would they be coming from?
Hell.
No.
Heaven. Space! The UFOs come from space, dude.
Maybe space has the power to summon UFOs. So basically what we have...
That kid with basketball, though.
D-Girl, no.
Mm.
We don't have the power to summon UFOs, but space does.
But let's talk about...
What are we going to talk
She put it in the politics category.
Oh, this is...
Did you think she suspects someone like in politics right now that can summon a UFO?
Maybe that was like a... She forgot to include the... Do you have the power to summon UFOs at the U.S. government?
I think she was talking about former President Carter.
Specifically President Carter.
Specifically President Carter.
Okay. How did you make that leap of logic?
Because
President Carter.
He's the one with the most secrecy surrounding him. Have you seen? You know about the conference, right? I forgot what it was called. I think it was Camp David. The Camp David Accords.
Yes.
What happened at Camp David? Everybody went in. Nobody was friends. Almost complete enemies.
And we just want to be in the room where it happened. The room where it happened.
I understand the reference.
Thank you.
They came out, and they just were buddies. I think it's mind control, dude.
Mind control.
Lizard people are back, controlling the government. And
maybe you just cooked him some like great shawarma, and then they're just buddies.
Now, you also brought another interesting idea. Do you think that President Carter was in fact Mediterranean? And could in fact cook shawarma?
What I was insinuating is that the other people at the camp...
Oh, okay, yeah. No, they probably cook shawarma.
Yeah, they probably cook shawarma. But that's an interesting point. Maybe the shawarma is the physical manifestation of the aliens on this planet.
I eat shawarma all the time.
Me too.
All right, she has asked so many other questions that I would like to explore.
Right. Can we talk about how she has 614 questions posted on Yahoo?
885 answers. I want to check those out, but first, who are the RNS superheroes? RNS standing for religion and spirituality.
Who are the superheroes?
Jesus. Next question.
Right.
Will the case of the missing cookies ever be solved?
Ever. In polls and surveys, the answer, of course, being no. No.
Are you a member of the Chamber of Commerce?
Yes.
What was the last time you had an episode?
Last night.
What is your favorite? What is your favorite variety of eating apple?
So what does this mean? What is your favorite variety of eating apple?
Or favorite variety of eating your favorite apple?
What is your favorite apple variety for eating?
Yeah.
Or what is your favorite variety of eating apple? Like an apple that
eating
is
it in 3 bites. Next question.
Next question.
Would you rather be here, parentheses, Yahoo, answers, close parentheses, or at Olive Garden restaurant?
Yahoo, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Olive Garden.
All right. I think that'll do it for today, folks.
Will that do it for today?
I've had a excellent time
giving
people advice, helping people out. This should be counted as a volunteering hour for us. So we can,
community service. So
we can get into that college, talk to that college, talk to that college. Yeah,
can we hit on some of the main points we covered today?
Okay.
This episode?
So first
of all,
grapes, left grapes, but also
grapes,
guns, and guns.
Take them out to dinner.
Take them out to dinner. Colleges. Make them laugh. They love commitment.
They do love commitment. If you don't like your teacher, make them leave. Just kick them out.
Get them real mad.
Oscars were great.
Mm-hmm. Do not murder. But watch out for the English department.
And if you do murder, you're fine.
You're fine. Just you can't be arrested.
You can't be arrested.
But that's the history department, so they can be arrested.
And finally,
or not the history department, environmental department, or science department.
Yes. And finally, D-Girl, if you're out there, if you're listening, please hit us up. I just want to know what your deal is.
Also, we can.
We can. The answer is yes.
Right. Bye, everyone. This has been the Crispy Toast Podcast. Be sure to look out for episodes soon, and I hope we've helped in some way.
Thanks for listening, everyone. I am Tim Goldhagen.
I am Tucker Price.
And we'll see you next time.
credit for musical tracks to Ben Sound at bensound.com. Royalty-free music